Hot takes, great debates, highlights, basketball. I'm a big-time fan of Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies. I am a Memphis native. Grew up, born and raised. Salute to my hometown. But for the first time, Ja Morant did something that I did not like. And I pretty much have liked everything from this rookie out of Murray State. He's great for the city of Memphis. How about we get into the highlight, then I come back and let you know exactly what rubbed me the wrong way as the Memphis Grizzlies over the weekend took on the Los Angeles Lakers. Big time matchup for Memphis. LeBron returning after missing a game with the sore groin. The Grizzlies on a 5-game losing streak, in jeopardy of losing the season series to the Lakers, not winning the game, getting swept 4-0. You see LeBron get a deuce there. He had 19 and 10 in the game. AD had 15 and 9. So only 34 points out of your big two in LA. That's not enough. A lot of nights, one of these guys gets 34 on his own. Sometimes they both get 34. That's not enough production from your two stars as Ja Morant goes on the other end and throws it down. Grizzlies up 9 here, second quarter. Dillon Brooks drills a 3, had his career high the other night with 32. 24 big points in this one. More Ja, Sham Godden, Anthony Davis. Grizzlies go up 16. Second half we go. More Ja Morant for 3. Beautiful stroke. Grizzlies up 14. This one was never really in doubt in the second half. Beautiful pass from Ja. He had 14 dimes to go along with 27 points. Look at this beautiful dime to Josh Jackson, who then made his way from the G League and is carving out a little niche for himself in Memphis. Another 3 from Dillon Brooks. Sorry to my Lakers. We're going to hold this L by 17 to Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. After the game, here's what rubbed me the wrong way with the rookie, soon-to-be Rookie of the Year point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. So Ja Morant said what motivated him more than anything else before this game was he got into it with a fan on Twitter who pretty much said he had been playing uninspired basketball. I'm summarizing here, not quoting tweet for tweet per se. But that rubbed me the wrong way. Ja Morant said he needed the motivation from a fan on Twitter. What? You're a professional basketball player. You're a rookie with a 2-game edge in a playoff picture against your peer who's trying to come for your Rookie of the Year spot at the end of the season in Zion Williamson. His team, ironically, is 2 games back of you in that playoff spot. You're at home on a Saturday night in Memphis against the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a sellout crowd in Memphis. By the way, the Grizzlies, that fan base always sells out the Laker games. Trust me, I've went to a bunch of them myself. What do you mean you got pumped up by a freaking fan on Twitter? What? You're a rookie playing in a meaningful game. By the way, going up against a guy you looked up to in LeBron James and the Lakers, and you need to be pumped up by a fan on Twitter? You going and shouting out this fan on Twitter? Rubbed me the wrong way. I think Ja Morant has more than enough reasons to be motivated to play basketball. I just named a few factors. Like I said, you're leading your team. Y'all in a playoff race. You're trying to hold off Zion Williamson, the guy that was drafted over you at number 1. He's only played in like 20 games, and you got some people out there believing he should be Rookie of the Year. I'm not one of those people. I'm just saying, Ja, you mean to tell me you're motivated by a fan on Twitter? I know we all look for external factors day in, day out to keep us going, but even if that was the truth, you shouldn't have publicly said that. You did not look good in that one. You did not come up looking good in that one. You shouldn't be motivated by a fan on social media or admit that at this point in the season. You're fighting for a playoff spot. I did not like that from Ja Morant, but Memphis did end that 5-game losing streak and get back on the right end of things here. They came out of the All-Star break struggling, as a lot of young teams do. They tend to do that. Not a lot of veterans on this team. You traded a couple of your veterans and Jay Crowder at the deadline, a couple other guys as well. So I get the struggles, but saying that you're motivated by a fan, that's probably the first thing from Ja where I'm like, yo, I really don't like this. See, I like Ja Morant. You know, some of these other young guys like a Trae Young, they showboat a lot in games. They try to go between people's legs all the time. I'm not really a big fan of that. But here's what I got to give Ja the utmost respect on. He comes out and competes on both ends of the court. Is he the best defender right now? No, but at least he goes out and competes. But all this talk about Twitter and getting motivated by fans, nah, B. You should be motivated being a rookie at this point in the season right now, looking to win Rookie of the Year, looking to lead your team to a playoff berth. More importantly, you know what I would like? And my Memphis people are going to hate me for this. I would like to see the Memphis Grizzlies not make the playoffs this year. Hear me out, Memphis. But I think it would be better for Ja Morant to get humbled early, because it looks like he's starting to. Him, a couple of these other guys, these young guys, seem like they're on their high horse. And I watch Zion Williamson every night go out, put his head down, and just play basketball. I don't see him showboating. Every now and then he'll show his muscles, but for the most part, he's been pretty humble throughout this process. I would like for Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies to go get hit in the mouth, miss the playoffs by maybe half a game. Hell, maybe miss it to Zion and the Pelicans. If you're a Memphis Grizzlies fan, a true Grizzlies fan, I know you want to see the Grizzlies in the playoffs against the Lakers in the first round. That would be great for the city. That would be great financially for the city. So yes, if that can happen, fine. I'm happy with it. But I think long term, for Ja's mental, the future of your team, I think it would be a lot better if he gets snubbed and doesn't make the playoffs. He'll put that chip on his shoulder. It'll humble him for the rest of his career. Kind of like how Damian Lillard had that chip on his shoulder for not making the All-Star team for 4 or 5 years of his career, and it made him feel like he's just became the consistent snub. And I feel like it's made Damian Lillard maybe the best point guard in the NBA right now. I would like to see Ja get snubbed a couple years. I don't like these young guys getting everything handed to them. Nah, work for it a little bit, realize everything ain't easy, and I think it'll make him a better player overall. Y'all let me know what y'all think about what I said in the comment box below. I feel like Ja Morant kind of got a little arrogant, and I didn't like that from him because he seems to be a pretty humble guy overall. I ain't like that, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. Big win, 105-88. The Grizzlies pick it up over the Los Angeles Lakers as LeBron and AD struggled. I'm out. You into sports? We got you. NFL news? I got you. NBA news, NBA highlights, NBA full coverage, feature stories, all that great stuff. I got you. We even got a little bit of Madden and 2K mixed in. Subscribe to this platform, and I got you. More quality content on the way. Subscribe.